68.6 miles. We're without the pole sitter, and the man in the middle, Schrotter, is looking to try and do it for the first from Sam Lowes. What on earth was he doing?
He's pulled it back to the lane. Remy Gardner was there. That pushed him even wider, and now he's back. Where's he all last time out? And hasn't been having it easy this weekend, but let's see what he can do from there.
Baldasari's got good form. Gardner.
Remy's been so good through that turn 11. It's a big, fast, open corner, and he can rear wheel slide.
German has got it right down at turn 1. Alex Marquez is there, but Remy Gardner, a few literally.
It's been a great first lap for Iker Lecuona, all the way from 15th in the grid up to 7th.
Sorry, I've got to get on you there.
That guy around the outside, Remy Gardner's not thinking about tyres at this stage of the race. He's just...
And you've got to say that if you are going to make it, you've got to force your way to the front. Remy Gardner picking up and clearing up at turn 1 already, so they're still dragging that one out of the gravel, but 0-0-1, look at that. He's a thousandth outside of it now, Gardner.
Looks like it's just switched off. We've seen electronic issues with some of the guys in Qatar, whether it's that again.
Gardner out front, Schrotter in second place, Gardner third, fourth is the number 7, Quona in 6th, Lucci in 7th, Brad Binder in 8th, Marini 9th.
The consumption is equal on both sides because you've got less left. He could get away with it right to the end.
I thought break up too much. The Dunlops are very strong.
And just looking at this graphic in the bottom, so
it's smooth, a real technician in making fast laps and smooth lines. That also, it's a bit more of a handful of a proper motorcycle, isn't it?
It seems that way. We know that Jorge Martin, okay weekend, he's down in 16th. He is a rookie, bearing in mind, and that KTM just lacks.
Box, nothing you can do, mate. Next time is all we can say. So Xavi Vierge, tyres. We don't expect tyre problems as such, but it's the man who's looked after in the draft up to 170 mile an hour now as we head up into 6th gear under the moto2 bridge.
Towards the end of the race, he's kind of wheels in line, especially on entry, and not too much wheel spin. So
for Sam Lowes.
Yeah, unfortunate for Sam. He'd look comfortable. So top of your short. Oh, it's actually going to be 2 separate incidents.
Oh, it really is, yeah. Oh yeah, so Lucci tagged the back of Brad Binder. He's been running close to again, being where he is.
Wanting to go off the gas here. Let's just listen at the apex. Lap times throughout practice, and yeah, unfortunately, the temperatures.
1, 5 and 13 are the 3 favourite corners.
We were lucky without the patches from the overnight rain. It does with the humidity here. It just doesn't.
Baldasari next up into the braking area in turn 1 doesn't go by.
That lap, Remy just started it
from Baldasari, forcing it to fit everywhere. He looks like he's quite happy to sit at the back of this. Baldasari we're looking back at, and then behind him now are Brad Binder.
He can look off this group.
There he is.
So we generally tend to see the KTMs having good late race pace, and
calm and cool it looks to me, because when he wants to turn in a low 43 he does.
The corner with him, we could see a 6-bike battle here at the front.
I think Remy might have just shown dirty stuff. Back on board with Schrotter, looking at Alex Marquez.
Gives him enough of a gap into the braking zone, into that final section of the lap, that when it comes down to...
It's not easy to win a moto2 race. The gas, so that's it. He's going to keep the position this time. Marquez then goes to the front. Remy Gardner's got...
Alex, we've seen it so many times around here, even Rossi Marquez, it happened from turn 5 to good to see from Marcel.
Well, it wasn't really aggressive by anybody else's standards, because it was
that step across now. He's only 0.8 off that group, so over the last 3 laps he's took a second.
And he's got fresh air in front of him, can keep his rhythm and his concentration on closing this down. A win, Marcel Schrotter, fastest man in Qatar, fastest man around here.
He's got that Dynavolt Calyx working.
So Schrotter looking real. What do you want to save? What do you want at the end of your race? Through. We look back towards Marini, who's a little further back. Classically long sweeping line, and that's what I'm talking about with him. Oh, hang on. Looks like he's getting a little bit... Well, I won't use the word cocky because I don't think that's the right...
In Qatar, Enea Bastianini was the top rookie. Again, he's in that position in 10th. He's on a...
Is behind them as well, and there are, what, 6 people that are out of this race at the moment. Back to 3rd now. Gardner's bike does not look as sharp along that front straight.
So... We talked about it a little bit in practice and qualifying. The guys who over-rev the engines on
that straight, you only need to be a mile an hour slower onto the straight. You'll be 4 or 5 mile an hour slower at the end of it. That's on Alex Marquez. Over the line we go then. We have got 9
to Marcel and the guys at the front, but there's not much in it.
Massive weather change perhaps, but a bit unusual. That's Lecuona.
Yeah, dehydration.
He's out, and we might hear from him later. Meanwhile, now we've got Baldasari that's ready to make...
He was leading onto the straight, dropped back to 6th, and all of a sudden passed 5 guys and went back to 2nd.
Remy Gardner Baldasari now in third place, fourth here last year. We'll be looking for a win.
It's a funny one to call at the moment.
I'm hoping it's strategy with Remy, and he's doing it right in the zone now. So Baldasari, third place. Schrotter. Baldasari goes through into second place, so that's 2 places Schrotter's lost in just a few. Race leader Remy. Here comes Binder. Binder on the inside of Alex Marquez. Marquez is just drifting now, isn't he?
But didn't drift wide at all. His approach there is quite fast on.
He's a quality rider.
Missing a lot, but it's just you have to have everything aligned. So this is this move.
A long way back. He repaid the compliment.
He had Alex, again, the speed of Alex Marquez by that last year, have the bike sideways on entry, scrubbing off the speed with the rear tyre, and he's doing the exact same with this.
Now, it was a 43.5 last time around. It was only Schrotter who was faster. For the line, I wonder what that was. 43.5 it was, 43.6 this time. And Marini's come to play, so as Binder has pushed his limits, maybe on the case. Is he going for the inside on Remy? Tell you what, these are 2 tough guys as well, aren't they?
Yeah, aggressive, but he can make it happen.
Remy Gardner.
I'm only speculating there.
Yeah, but not a bad speculation considering the situation. It's going to be a cracking closing lap, that's for sure. Hammer down, boys. Oh, that's Lecuona and Binder rubbing shoulders. Binder toughs it out in the end. 3. Gardner. Baldasari. Schrotter still there.
Move up into the top 3 in the championship. They've been... Baldasari was having a bit of something all the way to the end with Remy.
Remy ain't going to give it up, though, that you do know. Just beginning to spin up a bit on Schrotter.
And we've lost Jorge Martin, so he's...
Christine as well. That's Roberts, Joe Roberts on the American Racing KTM track. Here we go, winding these triples up. This is it. Lorenzo Baldasari look to try and get it tapped out. The 87 has got a lot to do from third place now. I did say that out moving you about, he didn't leave him a lot of room, did he?
No, exactly that. So whenever you drift over and sort of pinch the line up
a tiny bit, of course, when he's alongside, you get sucked towards the bloke that's next to you as well, don't you?
Let's see if Remy's got some tyre left to bridge that gap across. So that's a nice little buffer he's got.
Hello, Marcel. What was that fragrance you wear? I can smell it.
But Marcel's
Trotter's looked race this week, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. And Alex Marquez
race at the moment. Baldasari's clicking off the laps and gaining a yard a corner.
Yeah, he's
backing it into turn 1. Well, if he can, through turn 1. Short squirt up to turn 2.
Oh,
he's going to take him off track on the line. Something similar is written in the book. Remy Gardner. Wow.
Schrotter was 3rd just starting this lap, and he's all the way back in 7th. So those 2 moments
can ram it under you. And once they're there, you can't move them.
Riders like Brad Binder don't need a big lap.
And it is Baldasari with a 1.4 second lead. Is he going to do it again? Pace, unless Baldasari makes a mistake to get on top of Baldasari on this lap. He's certainly got 1 point. Remy's still running in hot, though. The thing is to always still in place again.